Good morning, chickadees. So glad you could join us. This is Molly from Mojo Mysticism. And today we do have a weekly message, kind of a theme, I think, that the board is going to build on for us. So I pulled a card earlier this morning that I want to share with you. I've checked in with them, and this is for all of us. So this card is really beautiful. It comes again from what I think is their favorite deck, the Wisdom of Hafiz. And this card is card number 24. This is Speak Your Truth. It's a gorgeous card, just gorgeous. So, and so what I'll read to you the information that comes out of the book, the deeper meaning. And first, the quote from Hafiz, which is, "The truth of who we are changes until you can hear the Buddha say, 'You are the very root of me.' And you know that that is true in the soul of your soul." So again, I'm going to repeat it again. The truth of who you are changes until you can hear the Buddha say, "You are the very root of me." And you know that in the soul of your soul. And the deeper meaning here is this is not the time to say the right thing. This is the time to say the only thing. To liberate the one true thing living in your heart that craves freedom. Do not sugarcoat or overanalyze. First, get centered and quiet to hear the truth as it lives in your core. And then speak it clearly with grace and integrity. An authentic life spoken truthfully will cost you comfort, relationships, and security, but it is worth everything. It is the soul of your soul. I'll repeat that because this is really, really good and very timely, at least for me. This is not the time to say the right thing. This is the time to say the only thing, to liberate the one true thing living in your heart that craves freedom. Do not sugarcoat or overanalyze. First, get centered and quiet to hear the truth as it lives in your core, and then speak it clearly with grace and integrity. An authentic life spoken truthfully will cost you comfort, relationships, and security, but it is worth everything. It is the soul of your soul. So take a look at the image. What speaks to you? I'll tell you a little bit about what speaks to me. So the dragonfly definitely speaks to me. And the dragonfly is really a symbol of transformation and change. Usually that's because dragonflies start their life in the water and then they kind of go through amorphosis into a flying insect. And it's also adaptability, lightness, and a deeper understanding of the meaning of life. So the dragonfly is a beautiful, beautiful archetype. The color purple, so the purple and the gold really stood out to me. So in mysticism, purple is often associated with spirituality, higher consciousness, and the divine. And gold is usually associated with divine light, enlightenment, and purity. So those are the two colors that really spoke out to me. And the number 6, so the 2-4 is a 6, speak your truth, 6. 6 is usually associated with the harmony, balance, and nurturing. It's really love, family, and responsibility, and it's usually considered the number of the caregiver. So it's just this is such a beautiful, beautiful card. I know I say that with all the cards because I do think they're all beautiful, but I think this one in particular, Speak Your Truth, is so timely. It's timely for me because I have embarked on a journey to write my next book. Which is really about moving from a life kind of saturated in relative reality, which is essentially all the three-dimensional stuff we see around us and the things that we experience with our 5 senses, the ones that we normally think of, the hearing, smell, taste, touch, and sight, of course. But the Buddhists, so in this book, I talk about my Buddhist training too, but the Buddhists also add a 6th sense, and that is the thinking mind. So Your mind is actually a sense object. And it is with that we begin to understand what they call ultimate reality. And I'll go into that more in the book. I'll go into it more in videos later. But really, just being called to document my own journey, and through, through, it's a meandering path, but through Christianity to and through Buddhism to just a state where I can experience ultimate reality in ways that I never thought possible. So the book is just really the calling to write that story and to help others be able to do it 10 times faster. So I am partway through already. The book is pouring out of me. It is a channeled work. So this is Hera's doing. So anyway, so I just want to share that with you, and there'll be much more on this channel about all of the aspects of the book, and we will continue to do some card pulls for the week and see what Hera and the board have for us every week for all of us. So when I say Hera and the board, so Hera is my main guide, as you know, and I do have like a set of executive positions on the board, which I'll go into in the book, and I may mention them here or there if some of them specifically come through. Oma, who is my grandmother that you've seen on other videos, is what holds one of those executive seats on the board. But long story short, kind of short, is that when I talk about Hera and the board have a message for us, it's really all of our higher selves. So the board is infinite, and different people and different entities and come in and out when it's necessary. So when I go to pull a card for all of you, I'm asking for something that's for all of our highest and best good, and the message that our higher selves and all that is that has our highest and best good in mind, the message that they have for all of us. And so today, the message that they have for all of us is to speak your truth. So I don't know if you are like me. I have recently, in the last, I guess, 3 or 4 years, had some real challenges with my throat chakra. I still have challenges clearing my throat. I do that a lot more than I used to. And it's all a result of not speaking my truth as often as I have been called to do it. So we should be speaking our truth 100% of the time. I don't yet speak my truth 100% of the time, just in full disclosure. But this is what we're being asked to do here, is to speak our truth and to live that truth authentically. So with that, we'll see what the board has for us for the rest of the week. I'll try to check in every day with a little bit of maybe a short. So make sure you check out the shorts, because they'll give you a little bit more insight every day. And with that, I hope you have a fantastic week, chickadees. Take care.